Picture this. You've loved 4 children like they were your own. You've named songs after them, used their voices in your music, hosted their family at your mansion, and called yourself their godmother with pride. And then, one day, you realize the only way to protect everyone is to walk away. That is exactly what Taylor Swift just did. Before we get into the heartbreaking real reason she stepped down, hit that subscribe button, because what we're about to unpack, you are not ready for this. There is something deeply painful about watching a decade-long friendship crumble in the most public way possible. Taylor Swift and Blake Lively were inseparable for over 10 years. They vacationed together, attended Chiefs games together, and Swift even named Lively's daughters in her songs. She was godmother to James, 11, Inez, 9, Betty, 6, and Olin, 3, a role she took seriously and publicly embraced. But then came the fallout from Lively's explosive legal battle with director Justin Baldoni, which was settled in May, and the friendship has reportedly been severed beyond repair. So what is the real reason Taylor Swift stepped away? It wasn't a dramatic falling out with the children. It wasn't because she stopped loving them. According to insiders, Swift felt she had no choice but to remove herself from the position after her decade-long friendship with Lively was severed. A source close to Swift revealed that it was one of the toughest decisions she's ever had to make. It was very emotional because she loves the girls. It hurt her heart, but she had no choice given the circumstances. She made the decision a few months ago after discussions with her new husband Travis Kelce, who affirmed it was the right thing to do. Let's slow down here, because this is where the psychology gets really fascinating. The roots of this falling out trace back to 2025 and the legal firestorm surrounding Lively's film It Ends With Us. Swift was dragged into the mess when her private text messages with Lively were unsealed in court documents. In one exchange, Lively had referred to Swift as one of her dragons, comparing herself to Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones. That metaphor, intended to convey protection and loyalty, ended up being part of what drove them apart. But here's the thing, the real breaking point wasn't the texts themselves, it was what came after. Sources say Swift felt used and exploited by Lively. She wanted to stay away from the drama after her private texts were unsealed. And when the wedding invitations went out, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were conspicuously absent. And then came the final confirmation. On the day of the wedding, Lively and Reynolds were photographed hundreds of miles away in upstate New York cheering on their daughter at a horse show. A source put it bluntly, that told the whole story. Years ago, they would have been front and center. Today, they're no longer part of Taylor's inner circle. But the decision to step away from the godmother role wasn't about punishing the children. It was about accepting a painful reality. As one insider explained, when Taylor's friendship with Blake and Ryan ended, her role as an active godmother naturally faded too. There wasn't a falling out with the children. She simply isn't part of their everyday lives anymore. You know what I think? I think this story is about collateral damage. A friendship that ended because of a lawsuit neither of them probably ever expected to be part of. And the people who hurt the most? 4 innocent children who lost a godmother who genuinely adored them. Taylor still has love for those kids, a source admitted. But relationships with children often depend on relationships with their parents. When the friendship ended, the connection naturally faded. It's sad, but that's the reality. At the end of the day, the real reason Taylor Swift stepped away as godmother isn't about drama, it's about grief. Grief for a friendship that couldn't survive the messiness of real life. Grief for the role she'll never play again. And grief for the 4 little kids who will grow up knowing that their godmother loved them enough to walk away when staying would have made everything worse. That's not a scandal, that's heartbreak. But now I need to hear from you. Do you think Taylor made the right call stepping away from the kids, or should she have tried to maintain that relationship separately? And what do you think about Blake and Ryan being shut out of the wedding entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're there, smash that like button and subscribe so we can keep having these real conversations together. I'll see you in the next one.